Good morning, church family. Today is Thursday, May 11th, and this is our weekly update. Our verse of the month comes from Matthew 7:26 and 27, and it says, "Everyone who hears these words of mine and does not do them will be like a foolish man who built his house on the sand. The rains fell, the floods came, the winds blew and beat against that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it." That verse is in contrast to what we studied last month of the wise builder who is a hearer and a doer. And the foolish builder is a person who hears God's word but doesn't do it. And my charge to you, church family, is that we would not be foolish builders, that we would not simply come to church on Sunday morning and then walk away forgetting what we've heard, that we wouldn't open our Bibles and read them and then walking away like we didn't even read it and live life according to our own path. So I want to encourage you, if we want our lives to be brighter and to stand firm, that as a result that we need to be hearers and doers of God's word. Well, coming up this week, we've got one birthday. That's tomorrow on the 12th. It's Tina Hutchison. So happy birthday, Tina. Few announcements. We had a great trivia night on last Friday. Thanks to all who made that a success. A fun night for us as a church family just to be together and enjoy some time just being in the same place and having fun together. Coming up this Sunday is Mother's Day, so I want to encourage you to be inviting your parents, invite mom. If you're a mom, inviting your kids. We're going to be communicating God's word clearly on Sunday morning, but also then on Sunday evening, because it's Mother's Day, we will not be having Sunday evening ministries. A couple things coming up as well. We have our next starting point class on May 17th. That's next Wednesday. That's an opportunity for you to explore membership and learn a little bit more about Eastside. If you're really new to the church and you're just kind of getting your feet wet trying to understand what we're about, on Sunday, May 21st, we're going to have what we call a Pizza with Pastors. And what that is, it's lunch after the morning service, and it's an opportunity for you to get to know us a little bit and for us to get to know you. So we'd encourage you to check that out. You can sign up on the connection card. That really helps us if you sign up, but if you just show up, that'll be great too. Also coming up on the 21st in the evening, we're having an Ask Me Anything service. And that's an opportunity for you to ask any question you have, whether it be about the Bible, theology, the church, current events, counseling, just any kind of question, to be able to ask those questions, and we'll spend time together during the Sunday evening service talking through that. So that's Sunday evening, May 21st. Also coming up, we're going to be supporting the Women's Resource Center with their baby bottle campaign. So Sunday morning, there'll be a bunch of baby bottles around the church. And the idea is for you to take one of those and fill it up with change, a check, or cash, and then bring it back before Father's Day. And that money will be used for the Women's Resource Center to help save babies, to pay for ultrasounds, to pay for other kinds of tests and other ways that they help moms who are in crisis. So I want to encourage you, pick up a baby bottle and stuff it with some money and bring it back, and we'll get that to the center. Also looking ahead, we're going to have a child and baby dedication on Father's Day. So that's about a month away, but we want to get that information out to you. There will be details in the weekly update this week, so check that out if you're a parent and that would interest you. Also, for our resource of the week, in our weekly update, we have information about the Dwell app. The Dwell app is an opportunity for you to log on, create an account, and then listen to the Bible. To listen to it as you drive back and forth from work, as you're doing chores around home, because we believe that you need to be reading God's Word, listening to God's Word, studying God's Word, memorizing God's Word, applying God's Word, because we are to be people of God's Word. That if we're going to build our lives by hearing and doing God's Word, we need to make sure we're hearing it so we know what it says so we can apply it well. So check out the Dwell app. Information is in the weekly update for that. Well, coming up Sunday morning, we're going to be in Genesis chapter 39. The message title is Success Through Suffering. And what we're going to communicate is that our faithfulness does not exempt us from hardships. Just because we're faithful to God, that doesn't mean life's not going to be hard. But also to remind us that hardships don't exempt us from being faithful. Sometimes things get hard and we make an excuse not to be faithful. Well, that's not true either. And on Sunday morning, we're going to see these principles in action as we study Genesis 39, and that we're going to learn that God is with us that he is for us, and that he is working through us wherever we are and whatever we're doing. So we're thankful that God is able to do that for us. Well, our verse of the day, actually we got two verses, and they're both from Genesis 39 that we're going to look at Sunday morning. The first one says this: The Lord was with Joseph, and he became a successful man, and he was in the house of his Egyptian master. And then Genesis 39:21, but the Lord was with Joseph and showed him steadfast love and gave him favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison. And both of those verses are telling us the Lord was with Joseph in the palace when he was a slave, and in the prison when he was an inmate, really difficult circumstances, but God was with him. God showed him love. God gave him favor and made him successful. And we can have confidence that our God is with us, and as we trust him, that he can help us to be successful and for our lives to get brighter. Well, church family, we've got a lot going on, and I'm excited about what's happening in the church and look forward to seeing you on Sunday. May God bless you.